Welcome to the PSNORKIS podcast, a show with real topics discussed by real people with real opinions and tempered with a real sense of humour. Now here are your two PSNORKISers. Or is it PSNORKI? Screw it. Here are your hosts, Dr. Myke and The Madman.
Oh, a microphony.
And a phony at the mic. Whoa!
Ah, yes, it's time for another PSNORKIS. What's a PSNORKIS? Well, you're going to find out, so just stay tuned and we'll let you know what a PSNORKIS is. It's a lot of fun. Nah, never mind. I had something I wanted to say, but I'm not 100% sure it'd be appropriate. Anyway, sitting to my right, as always, is my good friend and co-host, Dr. Myke. Doctor, good to talk to you today.
Good to talk to you, Madman. As always, good to see you.
And around the table, we have almost all of the usual suspects. We've got Miss Kitty.
Hello, my darlings. Hello, hello, hello.
And, of course, the show would not be complete without our own Rebel.
Hello, hello, everyone.
The only one that could not be here because we're doing this during the week is my lovely bride and our producer, Miss Petey. She could not be here for this, but she said, go ahead, no problem. She understands. So usually during the week, it's usually just you and me,
yes,
Mike. And but that's okay. This is great that we have everybody around here. This is going to be a lot of fun. But without Petey, of course, we also don't have the this day in history, or if I like to just call it the history lesson.
I love history.
I do too.
I can't wait till she's back.
So I think what we're going to do this time is we're going to do, 5 overly snobby words?
5 overeducated words.
Overeducated words. Okay. Okay, yes.
Is that the proper way to say it?
Depends on how it's used. The overeducated, I guess, could use them. Anybody could use them, but nowadays a lot of them are older, and if you were to use them in a regular conversation, people just look at you and like, what's your problem?
Craziness.
So that's kind of what we're going for here. Five of those, and there's more than 5. Believe me.
Oh yes, I own the book.
Well, there's a book.
I own the book.
No wonder you suggested that. We might make this a regular thing too.
I love learning new stuff.
Okay, we'll all right, I like that.
I have a pamphlet. I have a book.
It's because you can't read.
Yeah. Top to bottom, left to right. I'm learning.
Hooked on phonics.
It worked for us.
I remember that.
Yep.
That shows how old I am.
You're not that old.
Oh,
I mean, I heard what medicines you're on, but you're not that old.
You're almost all the medicine.
Almost all. Yeah.
He should have got the prescription coffee mug instead of me.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
It's good stuff.
It is.
That's
Coffee.
Coffee.
Speaking of coffee,
Yeah.
now seems like a good time
Do
to
it.
mention what we're sipping on today.
Absolutely.
Today's
Water.
brews for our lovely panel here.
Water that's been brewed in a coffee.
Yes, fancy bean water.
I love fancy bean water.
It is the best. Today's coffee is brought to you by Legacy Coffee, which is a delicious coffee brand which offers, I think, about 12 flavors, Doctor.
Oh, it's adding all the time.
Yeah, a
I've
ton
seen
of different flavors. Yeah. Very, very good. My personal favorite is hazelnut. They are available at www.legacycoffee.net.
Legacy's Brewing.
Legacy
Shop.
Brewing.
Shop.
.shop. Legacybrewing.shop.
I go to either one.
Wrong
Either one. Either one.
One was wrong.
Yeah.
The other was right.
That's okay. Sign
Both were
up,
me.
get your coffee, it comes right to your door. It's awesome. I don't have to go to the store. I'm lazy.
And it does come in K-cups too if you like doing the Keurig thing like we do. So you can get certain ones in K-cups.
I like K-cups.
Yeah.
It is very handy, especially if you think about like first thing in the morning, you're not awake, you're stumbling to the machine, cats are yelling at you. K-cups are where it's at.
See, I make my coffee ahead of time the night before, so the only thing I have to do is come down and press the button, and I can smell all my yummy goodness.
Right, but I'm there. I have my breakfast. I'm off to work. I'm not going to brew a pot.
I brew a pot anytime.
Except when I'm there.
All the time. I always brew a pot.
Yeah.
I drink a pot. That's my problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will too.
Yeah.
But
And you drink lightweight coffee.
Well, nobody drinks tar like you do. That's
like
the problem.
my tar.
But Legacy makes good tar.
It does make good tar.
Just saying.
I like my tar.
All right, eat your tar.
All right, let's get into the overly snobby or overly educated words. What do we got here?
All right. So
And first, you're going to read them, and then we're all going to try and figure out what it means.
Yes.
yes.
I guarantee I haven't heard any of
No,
these.
you haven't. You
I
purposely
probably
haven't heard it.
Okay.
So the first one is going to be mullock.
Oh, that was a hairstyle back in the 80s.
Yeah, that was a long mullock.
I
That's
think
coming
that was
back.
mullet.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
That was Billy Ray Cyrus.
Okay.
Mullock? All right, use it in a sentence. I mullock.
What is this mullock you're blithering on about?
Oy. No idea.
Rubbish, nonsense, or waste matter?
Mullock.
Malarkey, rubbish.
Essentially, yeah.
Nonsense. Yeah.
Nonsense.
Yeah.
Moloch. I don't know that one. No.
I don't know that one either. It's not a real word.
What's the etymology?
It doesn't give me all that information on the website.
Okay.
That's why I bought the book.
There's another word,
why we have a book.
entomology. But it means the background of the word, the origin of the word.
All right. And next up is my personal favorite, which is guttle.
Okay.
The schoolboys ran out of the lolly shop, guttling the candy before the owner could catch them.
Eating, then I would have
Guttle
to
it.
say.
Yeah, put it in your gut.
To gobble greedily, to cram food
yes.
into
Gobble,
one's
gobble.
gut,
Well.
Like
to
the way
make
you
a
eat.
plate
That's
of
how I eat.
lamb disappear.
That was pretty easy.
Don't even start.
to make a plate of lamb chop. Yeah, I like that. You're absolutely right. I've been to the Brazilian steakhouse with him.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Guttle.
We've all
Guttle.
been there. We've all been
Guttle
there.
is a
Except
good
somebody
one.
ate more than somebody else. That's all
And
I'm
it wasn't
saying.
you.
I'm just saying.
Every other person's plate had witnesses.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. All right. Next up, we have welkin.
Welkin?
Welkin.
Nah.
Icarius would have passed through the welkin on his legendary flight.
I still don't know.
Who?
Welkin.
Icarius.
What's the name?
Icarus.
Icarus. Oh,
Icarus
Yeah.
would have passed through the Welkin. Icarus.
There we go.
Icarus. There we
I
go.
guess that
Before
Latin
his
dictionary is going
wings
to come in handy
melted.
this
It
year.
is. It is. Yes.
Oh, now.
It is the upper sky, the vault of heaven. I thought you would like that one in particular,
Okay.
Doctor.
Yeah, I mean, now that I know what an Icarus is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, you don't?
I
you
do
don't the
know.
story
I
of
know.
Icarus?
Yeah, of
You
course
should
I
know the
do.
story of
You know,
Icarus.
his son
Oh,
melted his wings,
right,
his
okay.
wax on it. I
Right.
know that stuff.
Okay.
But
And here is one of my more recent favorite words: snollyguster.
Okay, I had no idea what. Okay, use that in a sentence. Let's see how
The
it
man
goes.
running for mayor was a definite snollyguster, only seeking his own fame and fortune.
we got lots
Now,
of
did you
those,
say
so,
mayor or president?
Yeah. Wow.
The sentence said mayor.
Oh, okay.
My heart said president.
Wow. All right. Well, those are good words that I'll probably never
Be
use
like
ever
a
again.
dastard?
The definition is a person, especially a politician, who is guided by personal advantage rather than by consistent, respectable principles.
Oh, a Democrat.
Ever. Wow.
Easy. I am one.
We're sorry. I'm not either. Just saying. It's safe that way. Wow. Okay. Well, still more words I don't know. But you just summed up all the
You
politicians.
just summed them all up.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yes.
matter Democrat, Republican, Independent. That's just politicians. Period.
Period.
Just like how you tell a politician's lying is when their lips
The
move.
lips, yeah. Right.
There's a
It's
song
the
about
same
that.
thing.
What's the
Well,
song?
it'd be My Lips Are Moving.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
They're
Okay.
quick buttocks. They're
The quick buttocks. See?
they're
At my
shaking
age,
in their
my
ass.
buttocks is not quick anymore.
Yeah.
No.
The quick buttocks. Is that one of the words?
Well, one of the words that we used to call politicians. Well, actually, it was for marionettes. They would call them
Puppets?
no cockerwatchers. No, they're cockerwatchers.
I never heard that one.
It's a cute word, a cockerwatcher.
I like it.
And then they started calling politicians that because they wanted to see who was pulling their strings.
When I inevitably get arrested for using that word at a random person in a Walmart, I'm going to call you. I don't want help. I just want you to know that's what I got arrested for.
Shout out. Hey, Kitty. Shout out to Kitty. As they put
I'll
the
pay my
cuffs
own
on.
bail. I just feel like that's worth bragging about.
Right.
Oh, that's good.
Quick sticks on a cockerwatcher.
Cockerwatcher. Am I saying that right?
It's
Let me see you say it
a
again.
cute word.
No.
Oh,
What was I going to say?
It's a dastard, a poltrude.
Why do I feel when you say that there's 50 Shades of Rebel?
Wow.
Right?
Why, do you feel that?
I like that. 50 Shades of Rebel. I like that.
It's my voice. I can't help it. It is what it is.
Well, we enjoy it.
I'm so glad.
Yeah. Language has come a long way. Just saying. I'll never use those words. I mean,
We know.
are there a lot of people that use those words still?
There are still people that use those words.
None of your friends, but
No,
other
none
people.
of my friends, no. I don't have any friends. I got one friend. He's got no friends.
We've seen your friends.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Shout
like
out to Mark. Hey, Mark.
that's like when the question was, what did the Greeks call the sky?
Blue.
Blue. Yeah, that's
No,
what I
they
was-
didn't. They called it bronze.
Bronze sky.
Bronze.
I'm Greek. I don't know that.
Yeah.
How do I not know that?
I don't know.
Because you're
Good
Greek.
job being Greek.
Because you're also part Italian, I guess, maybe.
Well, that's it. Yeah.
That part blocked it out. I don't know.
It's
Canceled
Italian.
out.
Italian blocker.
Like
I read
mathematics.
way too many books.
Maybe. I mean, if there's a group of people out there using this, I mean, how do they even...
No, I'm laughing because you said blocked it or something blocker, and I'm
Yeah.
thinking that word that she said plus blocker in front after it. Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
51 Shades of Rebel.
Oh,
And 1 Shade of Madman.
hey.
That would all be red.
You know where my head is.
Today's color is red. Brought to you by our discussions and their level of propriety for decent society.
We have a decent society left?
Theoretically.
Yeah.
Each and every day we slip further and further away from the gods and deeper into the unknown woods.
Indeed.
I like the woods. Just
I
saying.
like the woods too, but I prefer my woods without people.
Yeah, then make it the woods. If it was just people, it'd be
Not
like,
when the New Yorkers are there.
oh, that's not woods.
Well, it's not just the New Yorkers. I mean, think about all the beautiful places and what's the one sound you hear besides dogging?
A tree falling? Oh, no, wait, because if you're not there.
There you- how could you hear it?
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry.
People talking.
They actually talk
What's
in
the
the
sound?
woods.
Yeah, they do.
I'm
They use
confused.
words that I don't understand. They use a lot of youth terminology, I think is the phrase that I want to assign it. Things like yeet and yee. Things I don't really understand.
Oh,
Gotcha.
Don't they have a dictionary for that?
There's a dictionary for everything.
Oh,
They
urban dictionary.
Yes. So they have Urban Dictionary for that, but the last time I was on that, I was emotionally traumatized. So I've decided not to go back to that website.
do tell.
No.
No?
I can't go
Too
back there.
traumatizing?
It's very traumatizing reading some of those.
Why?
In my head, I hear the helicopters of Nam.
Were you there? She's the only one that could have been there. I'm just saying.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
Wow.
What were you, like 28 at the time? 29. All right. You're right. She was 15. Sorry. Continue. I'm sorry.
I'm older than all of you, and that wasn't before my time, but I was so young I didn't know what was happening at the time, you know.
Yeah, I was too young. I
You
was
weren't
too
even
young.
a thought.
I was there somewhere.
Where?
But
Somewhere.
but
I was in Vietnam.
lately,
Where?
if you turn on the news and you watch it, it's almost
like
like
Vietnam.
it looks like it did the old footage I saw back in the day.
Oh,
It's just this
yeah.
is color as opposed to the old black and white footage.
Yeah, nothing changed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just like a time warp. Like we're repeating ourselves.
exactly.
East Asia has always been at war with East Asia.
You think they'd be a unified East Asia?
That's what it feels like. It genuinely feels like we're living in some sort of 1984 time warp where we
I
are
wish.
fed
There's some good music back
these
then.
recycled news stories and we're supposed to react to them as though they're new. But in
Well, they're new for
reality,
us.
what it is, they aren't though. For many of us, they are not new. They are recycled news stories, things that we've seen the initiation and beginning of.
Those who do not learn from history are bound to indeed repeat it.
Exactly.
And it seems like they don't learn, and it seems like they're repeating.
Well, why would they learn when they can just instead burn billions of taxpayer dollars?
That is a good point.
All I know is I like legacy coffee.
Yes.
That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, we're getting too deep for us.
Yeah,
that's
really
that's too
That
deep,
just
man.
went way
That's
off
like,
the-
wow.
yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
52 Shades of Rebel went too deep.
52 shades now. She's increasing
She
the
went
shades.
bronze.
Too deep.
Oh, my God. They went plaid. What's that from?
Ludicrous speed.
That's
Spaceballs.
right. That's right. It's from Spaceballs. Very good. And so is this.
I knew it. I'm surrounded by.
So there.
That's not nice.
I feel that way a lot of times.
Is that in the Urban Dictionary? Being surrounded.
I don't think so. I think that's in the Webster's
Regular.
dictionary.
That made the big one.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
The big one.
Although I don't trust Webster's anymore because they
No.
added a couple of years ago. I want to say it was back
they
in
added
2000.
stuff that is
Yeah,
like,
they
should not have
added
been added to
stupid-
that. No.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you
all
mean?
right. For example, in Webster's dictionary, you will find an entry for the word bootylicious.
Ew.
Isn't that?
Yeah, isn't that
that
terrible?
should remain an urban
Yes,
dictionary,
I
not
agree.
in
I
Webster's.
absolutely agree.
Agreed.
They still making dictionaries?
Yes, they do.
For those of us who read, yes.
Oh, well, who wants to read a dictionary? Come on.
I
Oh, what? Oh, is that what you do in your spare time?
yes, I look up interesting facts.
I mean, does your mind wander to a faraway land? Where you
sometimes
go
depends
from
on what.
aardvark? No?
I like learning the origins of words.
The etymology. I do too.
It's
You like
Do you-
all the ologies.
Do you know the word hello?
Right.
Actually, how old do you think the word hello is? You know, our standard greeting to hello.
I have no idea.
The word hello or the greeting hi or hello?
Not hi, just, well, it's the greeting, the word, the greeting, used as a greeting, hello. How old do you think that is?
Ooh, a couple 100 years old for sure. I'd say anyway.
Kitty?
1400.
Doctor?
I have no clue whatsoever.
Only about 100.
Really?
No.
Hello did not start being used as a greeting until the telephone.
What did they use before that? How?
They would say good
Smoke
day.
signals. Oh.
They would say good morning, good afternoon, good
morrow.
evening, good day, good morrow. Yeah.
Learn something new every day.
Yep.
Or would they also
Yep.
say hi?
The hello was basically just a British thing. Like, what do we have here? Like, oh, hello, hello. What have we got here? Hello. What's that? That was what hello was used for at the time.
One more thing.
It
to
was not
like.
used as a proper greeting, like
I didn't
saying
know that.
hello.
That is very
Right.
interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah,
I
and I because I was curious about that, and I looked it up, and I was like, wow, that's only since the telephone.
Wow, that's impressive.
And what did Alexander Graham Bell propose to use to answer the phone before people used hello? What was his answering the phone when the phone would ring?
I have no idea.
Monkeys.
And he said this is how you should answer the phone.
Monkeys.
Oh, as a
Right.
greeting?
Yes.
Doctor,
well,
is
as a
your
greeting for
answer still
answering the phone.
monkeys?
Not necessarily a person-to-person greeting, but for picking up the phone. Provided you had one back then.
That's what when I used to have a house phone, I would pick up the phone and say, speak.
I've done
Would
that.
you really?
I know a
Speak.
couple people that did that. My uncle
Yeah.
would do that.
Really?
Yes.
Is that what Bell
No,
proposed?
actually, no.
Oh,
A teacher of mine would say "speak."
Yeah. Get to it.
My
Let's
uncle
get to it.
would always say, "What's going on?"
Yeah.
That's how he'd pick up the phone. What's going on?
Wow.
Kitty, what do you think? What do you think he said? Bell.
Well, I know when my grandmother used to answer the phone, this is Bel Air 624.
Okay, well that was all right, but with your number at the time.
Yeah.
No, ahoy.
Ahoy.
Phone ring, pick it up. Ahoy!
Like you're on a ship?
Right, because that was the way of greeting or soliciting a greeting. You know, you'd yell out to the other ship that's close to you, ahoy! And he figured that would be the best way, and he did for most of the rest of his life. He kept using that even when other people
Wow.
finally started saying hello.
I think I'll bring that back.
I'm
But
a big
look at the
fan.
etymology of
Yeah.
hello, and you'll find out it is not actually that old.
I think I'll bring that back.
I'm a fan
Ahoy?
of
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chips
I've done it
Ahoy.
a couple
I'm
times.
going to bring that
Chips
into
Ahoy?
work.
You like Chips Ahoy?
They can't stop me.
How do you have time to eat Chips Ahoy when I make you
When you say
cookies?
ahoy, that's the first thing my mind goes to. Chips Ahoy.
Chips Ahoy.
Now I want cookies.
Seriously, you always want cookies.
That's not my fault. That's not my fault.
You always want
That
cookies,
is-
and
yeah.
then when you're out of cookies, you
I
go.
want more
you,
cookies.
You text Kitty a picture of your empty Darth Vader cookie jar, and
And stupidly, I make them.
and stupidly she makes them to
Not
fill that up.
stupidly. Just
Okay, you're right. Not
Not
stupid.
stupidly.
Lovingly,
They were
lovingly.
very nicely put back
Lovingly.
into the Darth Vader helmet. Like the Darth Vader fairy had visited me. You know?
Great.
I feel like the Darth Vader fairy would bring...
Okay, 53 Shades.
I've moved on to
Aren't we
53.
up to 54?
Oh, yeah,
53
I think we're up to
shades.
54
Ooh.
now.
I wonder if I'll reach 69 tonight.
Oh,
I may as well go for gold. If I'm already at 54,
Well, if you're gold, might as well go for platinum.
I may as well.
Go for plaid.
Yeah,
Go for plaid.
Oh, by the way, there's another one.
What?
Do you know properly pronounced? It's not plaid.
Is it played?
It's played.
Played.
Really?
It's played.
Oh.
And I'm Scottish. I should know.
Aye.
Yeah. Yeah. You
Live and
talk
learn.
about the plaid, not the plaid. The played.
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 Yeah.
Yep.
I could see you guys running around yelling, played. I could see
Well,
that.
that's not all we yell.
What else do you yell?
Hey, oi.
I don't yell. Know the now. Say know the now.
Know the now.
Yeah.
Hey, and your
know
bums hit the windy.
Oh,
Hey.
Fair play to you.
nice.
And it's like, bring that sheep over here. No, that's something else.
Whoa.
There's
This
two
is-
shades of Malcolm.
That's 2 shades of the madman right here. Dear God.
Well, we'll see how many shades you
I
get
think that's
to.
what the who was saying.
Wow. Yeah, well. It's played.
feeling-
All right, played. Got it. That's
Magenta.
good.
Magenta.
Magenta's good.
That's a nice color, but I prefer aubergine.
Oh, my goodness. Where am I?
There is another.
Word that I'll never use.
No, another
Oh.
snobby word.
Yeah.
Aubergine.
Oh,
It's a beautiful color.
It is a beautiful
it's
color.
a beautiful color.
What
But
is it?
that is
Green.
that is a snobby, and the way that it was used, which is what we're laughing about.
Yes.
At the time it was used, or at the time we're laughing about, was absolutely snobby, snooty,
Oh, yes, it was.
and just basically uppity, and just somebody needed to get hit with a baseball bat.
Wow,
So
that's-
let's
wrapped in
expand
wire.
upon that. Let's expand upon how that was used for our listeners.
Yeah, like you're
Let's let
calling
them in
Go
on our
ahead.
inside
green?
joke.
okay.
Miss
ev-
Kitty, yeah, you were there, and you could tell this story.
1823.
No
Oh.
names.
No names, no names.
And
no. This was
how they fit into the rest of us.
Nope.
Wait.
I went to a local festival, and every year I always make a few purchases from local vendors because I support local businesses.
Of course.
And it was the Celtic Festival too.
Yes.
It
Mhm. Was the Celtic
Big fan.
which
Big
we
fan
like.
of that.
Big fan.
Big
That's
fan.
coming up.
Yeah,
That's
big
coming
fan
up.
of that.
Yes, and
I can't wait for our trip to
I
that.
quickly looked, and I don't think I'm on call that weekend, so it's great. I'll be able to go.
Excellent.
Ooh, another picture with you with the sword.
And this
I like a sword.
another picture like that one with the two of us that we, but we're going to make sure we flash it. To Phil flash it because
I don't flash people
our-
anymore. I get in trouble. I'm just saying.
Dude, I'm older than you. I still flash people. Trust me, it's good.
I'm hoping.
I'm talking about photography, of course. There's a good picture of us.
Of course.
Yeah.
But it was
the pro
very
tour.
dark,
Three
so I
sheets.
think some Phil flash would have helped that out because I didn't take the picture. I do the
I took the
photography
picture.
thing. So
It's a good picture. Hey, it's a good picture. That's
Yeah.
all I'm going to say about
A
it.
what?
It's a good picture.
Picture?
So let's get back
Picture?
to aubergine.
Oh, okay. I swear to
What
God, you
is
were
it?
saying picture.
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 Picture like I'm on the
Picture.
mound.
Or you're about to pour me some iced tea. One or
Oh.
the other.
He's from Chicago. He doesn't know how to talk. Right?
Yeah, that's right. I forgot
I'm
that.
not played.
Okay, no, he talks good.
Yeah, there we go. I'm
He
well.
got one word correct.
He
I talk-
spoke well.
He can talk good there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good
Like
there.
Petey
Yeah.
said, words is hard. She's right. Petey, you're right. I support you.
So anyway,
All
go
right,
ahead.
back
Tell
to
the
the story.
aubergine story because it is funny. It
Okay.
really is.
So every year I purchase
And embarrassing
a
for some of
shaw
us.
and a shaw.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just didn't hear you.
The ones
Shaw.
that
Yeah. Shawshank.
No, you just
That's
wear
a
it over
movie.
your shoulders.
No.
That was
Shaw.
a great
All right,
movie
got it.
too, but we'll
No.
get into that
Yeah,
later.
it's
it's one we put over our shoulders when
Right.
it gets cool, or
Yeah.
drape it, or where it is, whatever you need to when you need to. And this particular woman had a serious issue with manners,
Everything.
grace, style,
Existence.
decorum, use of words. And
She didn't talk good.
no,
Words are hard for her.
she did not speak well at all, and she was not very nice to the people who were helping me. And I was looking at a gold shaw, and the woman said, that I should try the plum one, and she goes, "It's not plum, it's aubergine."
I thought it was green. Didn't you say green?
I thought it was green.
It's not green?
No, that's not.
I'm
green.
so confused.
Aubergine is a
Rhymes with
blue
green.
violet,
Oh, okay.
and it's very nice.
I need to have a word with Calvin Klein then, because the aubergine dresses that I have are not blue violet. They are very dark purple.
Oh, you got fake.
Well, purple.
You got fakies.
it has purple in it.
It's in the purple family.
Yeah.
Aubergine is in the purple family.
I agree, but when I think purple violet, I think several shades lighter than eggplant,
No.
which is what's in my closet.
No, it's a darker color.
Dresses.
Got an
And
eggplant in your
it's-
closet?
Dresses.
Sorry.
55.
56.
Anyway, I remember that she looked at the guy and said, "I want to see the aubergine one," and he's like, "Huh?" And you said the plum one.
Yes.
And then she said, "No, it's aubergine." That poor guy just like, it's purple.
Yeah, I felt so bad for this man because he was trying to assist me in my purchase, and this individual just had no decorum and was calling out colors like she worked at Harper's Bazaar.
I'm a fan of bazaars, too.
Meanwhile,
She
her
was very
shopkeeper
bizarre.
was actually,
She was very bizarre.
operating off of a Roy G. Biv color scheme.
Yeah. So it was very embarrassing to me. It was very embarrassing to the people I was with that you.
I was one of them.
Yes, you were one of them.
I'm
And
sorry for both of you.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
My
I'm
brother
sorry.
Tim was there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tim.
And I don't understand how you can behave like that in public, first of all, but so I came home with an aubergine one,
Nice.
and I have a gold one, and I have a blue one, and I have a green one. and
I can
have a
honestly
red one.
say I've never heard that word until just now.
You never heard
Aubergine
of
or shawl?
No, I've no other.
Both, apparently.
Been.
The question needed to be asked.
All right. Well, shawl, I know.
How many do you own?
3 or 4
Okay.
in my. Yeah. I don't have a collection. 3 or 4. Sometimes
3 or
it's
4
cool.
is the collection.
Oh, it's not.
Well, I have enough so that when everybody's over and they get cool, that they can each have their own shawl, because I don't like that many people. So
True that.
There's nothing wrong with that. No.
I much more preferred the evening where this individual continued to be rude, and I said, "No one likes you. Go away." Because I am geared that way. I did say it rather nicely, though. I did.
This was at Celtic Fest.
The winter, there were 2 years where they had a winter fest.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
They tried it, and people liked it, so I don't know why they didn't.
Never came back?
I love Winterfest.
And this was the first year they had it at the field house for the college over in Lehigh. Yeah, not the big. Yeah, no.
Oh, it was
the
Rush.
the first one was the big one.
Mm-hmm.
The second year was the small one.
Yeah.
This was the second year.
Yeah, we had everybody along that day.
Yeah.
Well, that's not coming back again. That's
I think
I'll be
half the people
surprised
there.
if they even have the original Celtic Fest this year.
Oh no! As
No,
far
it's
as I know,
on.
they're having that. It's
It's
already
on.
on. It's already.
Music Fest is on.
Who knows?
Oh, you mean with everything going on and stuff? They may find another reason to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stay
no,
at home.
they'll have Music Fest, but they'll cancel that. Go figure. I'd cancel Music Fest before that.
I enjoy Celtic Fest way more than Music
Way
Fest.
more.
Yes.
Way
I
I
agree.
make time for Celtic Fest. For Music Fest, it's more of a if
Amateur
I'm
hour.
bored, I'll go. I'm never that bored. I find myself eating cookies.
With Music Fest,
Back
it's
to
more
cookies
like
and
if
Chips Ahoy.
somebody knocks me unconscious and throws me in the trunk and drives me there and then throws me out, and to wake up and find myself in the middle of it. That's the only way I go.
I feel like that's called kidnapping.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's borderline.
And yet I've been to Music Fest 3
Oh,
times. Go figure.
You've been kidnapped 3 times. Yeah.
I don't care for Music Fest because I don't care for the amateur antics. It's not the bands, it's not the vendors, it's the decorum of the public.
Mm-hmm.
And when we go to Celtic Fest, it's the pro tour.
Yes.
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 People
yes, it
behave
is.
them so people are completely different. Yes.
People walk around in kilts. They know how to act. They don't
Music
act
Fest,
stupid.
they tend to use, and this again is this is my opinion. You may differ, our listeners may differ. Music Fest, it seems that there's so many people that go there just to be able to say, hey, look, I've got a beer and I can walk down the street and drink it.
Yeah, that's what it
And
feels like.
It's
they do a
amateur
lot
hour.
of walking down streets and a lot of drinking of beers, and by the time they're done, it's like, you're
my
exactly
gosh.
what we didn't want. here in
Did
the
you
first
see the guy
place.
that was dressed like a bush this year?
No, because I didn't go down. And
Didn't
I
go.
didn't even look at any
It
stories.
made it
Me
to
neither.
Fake Book.
Me neither.
It made it
Made
to
it to fake book. Oh,
yes.
okay. That's why. Okay.
Yes.
See, I don't do fake book
So
because, it's, fake.
there's this dude dressed as a shrub, and the police stopped him.
For being a shrub?
He was dressed as a shrub. Like, he had a pot at the bottom.
Oh, jeez.
She was a shrub.
He was committed.
Oh, yeah.
He was that night.
Yes, he was.
3 days, I believe.
Oh, is that the average stay for a 5150?
I think so.
Yeah, 302.
Oh, is it 302? I thought it was
302.
5150.
No, it's 302. Pensy.
Yeah, the Commonwealth.
That was
Okay,
fun.
another quick one. How many Commonwealths do we have in the country?
3.
I want to say 2, but I know that's not right.
Is it not
Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, Commonwealth of Virginia, Commonwealth of Maryland? No.
3? Oh, wait.
Is Maryland a Commonwealth?
You don't even know. You asked us a question.
I'm
I know
rattling
it's
them off
4.
so
I
quick,
know
but
it's
there's
4.
4 of them.
I know it's not Commonwealth of New Jersey because nobody wants a Commonwealth.
That's
of
a
any New
republic.
Jersey.
That's right. Yeah.
How very dare you?
The People's Republic.
Yeah,
Like
sure
California.
is. Yeah. It's People Republic of New Jersey. Stupid.
How dare you?
Pennsylvania, Virginia.
Oregon?
No.
I have the
Commonwealth of
answer.
Oregon.
Okay, what is
When
it?
you guys are ready.
I know I've got 2 of them.
All right, so which ones did you have?
Pennsylvania, Virginia.
Oklahoma. No?
Wow.
Yeah, good, right?
That was a great guess.
Yeah.
But it was
right?
wrong.
No.
Thought I did something good.
Kitty?
I only knew that there was 4.
All right, Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Oh, I
I
knew
said
that one.
I said
We all
Maryland. I
knew
meant
that
Mass.
one.
It's the
Kentucky.
M states.
Oh, I
Kentucky's
said
the other
Kentucky.
one.
Virginia and Pennsylvania.
Massachusetts. I said for some
I
stupid
said
reason I said
Kentucky.
Maryland. I meant
Yeah.
Massachusetts because Boston. I know it's a Commonwealth. Yes.
So, do you know the reason why those states are referred to as commonwealths?
No,
I have that reason.
I never did.
The reason these states are called commonwealths is because when their constitutions were drafted, they referenced themselves as such.
Okay.
There is no legal distinction between them and states in
No.
any way.
No, there isn't.
So they just wanted to be called a Commonwealth.
Commonwealth.
They wanted to pretend to be special, and 4
Yeah.
people copied each other's homework.
4 people.
Okay, you want to know another one then about states?
Sure.
All right. You have Phillipsburg. You have
That's not a state.
That's
no,
that's an accident.
No,
That's
no,
not
but
a
I'm
state.
talking about
That's an
states in the
armpit.
country.
Oh, okay.
It is that. But actually, no, never mind.
All right.
Be nice, be nice.
All right, no, go back. All right, what states? What states? We're
I do
back
love
to
Jersey
Phillipsburg.
bashing. It's
The
so
state
much
of
fun.
Phillipsburg. We're back.
But no, not state, but
No,
the
no,
town,
no.
Phillipsburg.
Yes.
You have Phillipsburg. You have, there are different burgs and everything. There's Pittsburgh, but out of all the burgs in all of the entire country,
Yeah.
there is only one burg that ends in GH, not just G, not just like URG Burg, BURG.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh is the only one. Do you know why?
Because there's a language translation problem.
Because they misspelled it, and no one decided to correct them.
Whoops.
Nope, because there was a lot of there are a lot of towns and cities with burg as the end of their name, and a lot of them spelled them GH. A lot of them spelled them just URG. The post office put their collective little foot down.
Boy. I used to work there. Just saying.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's why I said
That's
that.
why you
Because
did
of the
that.
To kill
stories you told me
spiders with
about.
the mail.
Well, somebody got
That
killed.
was part of the problem with the mail.
It's not, so
You're welcome.
they've been plagued with problems for years.
Yeah, it wasn't
but
just me.
They put their foot down and said, nope, it's all going to be BURG Berg. We're
And then-
tired of this and that because it was confusing. They thought it was confusing to people. They were the only ones that were confused, but they're confused anyway. That's why they work for the post office.
Yeah.
Yep.
But Pittsburgh had a very high concentration of Scottish people there.
Poor Pittsburgh.
Right?
happened?
Exactly.
I never heard that.
And
Scottish in Pittsburgh.
Yes.
A lot of Steeler fans in,
Yep.
in Scotland.
And okay.
What?
Steele,
Yeah.
Carnegie. Carnegie was what?
Steel.
No, he was Scottish.
Yeah. He was Hall.
He worked in steel, but he was Scottish, trust me.
I believe you.
Anyway.
You know how to hold an iron.
I know there are Scots in Pittsburgh.
But yeah, they said no. And they all petitioned, and the post office finally said, okay, fine, but you're the only one. We don't want to hear this anymore. And as a result, they're Pittsburgh, just like Edinburgh, But in Scotland, it's Edinburgh. You don't say Berg, you say Borough.
Correct.
I think there's a valuable lesson to
But
be
over
learned in
here, the way it's spelled, they used to call it Pittsburgh. But everybody would spell it just say Pittsburgh because they don't have that, you know.
that. Yeah, that accent.
Right. But they said, okay, we'll call it Pittsburgh instead of Pittsburgh, but you're going to spell it Pittsburgh. But
Gotcha.
and they said, yeah, fine, okay, whatever.
I think there's
And
a very...
They are the only one in the entire country of all the burgs that is allowed to spell it that way.
I
And
think
has
there's
never
a
been forced to
very
change.
valuable lesson to be learned in that if you are annoying enough, you will inevitably get your way, which is a lesson that I learned myself today because I got one of my items, my work Christmas list items delivered to me early, which was a copy of ISO, International Standards Organization 27701.
I used to be an auditor for them. Just saying.
Did you
I
really?
was an internal auditor, yeah.
Very
I would
nice.
actually like to talk to you about that. I never had any idea you
I
did
don't like
that.
talking to you, so forget it.
Well, that's
Just do it off the
unfortunate
air
because I
it's
know all your
boring the
favorite
hell
foods.
out of me.
That's one shade of Mike.
Tacos, cookies.
All right, I'm back.
We're taking a
Greek
shade.
taco,
We're
what?
taking a shade away for that
Yeah.
because it was boring. She's back down to 53.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You lost the shade.
Is the auditing woman wearing glasses, hair up, button-down shirt, and a skirt not hot?
Which is really hot.
Nope.
By the way.
Did
it's
anyone
like-
ask you, Doctor? No one asked
It's
you.
like that whole.
Who asked you? Point them out.
Seriously, it is like the whole librarian thing.
I like hey, look.
Yeah,
I
really?
like the librarian
Yeah.
look. Trust me. And
The librarian look and the auditor
Every
look
guy
are very
does.
closely
and any guy
aligned.
that says they don't,
they're liars,
liar.
right? Yeah, liars.
Liars.
Or they
some
play for
guys,
the other team.
They can't even read, and they like librarian look. Just saying.
Right.
Just saying.
Dream big.
Yeah, dream.
Dream big, Phillipsburg.
It's Phillipsburg.
That would be Phillips Borough. Oh, it's a burrow, as in a hole in the ground.
Yeah, where someone should put it in the hole. That's ridiculous. I hate it there.
Every time I go in there, like my car, it's one of those cars where it's modern enough to, when I turn on the ignition, it locks. And still, when I go through Phillipsburg, I lock it again to make sure. I don't trust
yeah.
the people walking around in sweatpants.
Right.
Nobody will look at you weird.
Okay,
for
you're
that.
talking about the door locks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they automatically lock.
Yeah, my car is a 2010 Corolla. When I turn the
Nice.
ignition
Shout out
on,
to Corolla.
yeah,
Nice.
what's up, Corolla?
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
How
206,000
about a
miles
sponsor
on it.
there, Corolla?
Love
No
it.
way. That
For
thing's
real.
still chugging,
Yeah,
chugging along.
I will never get rid of that car.
That's cool.
I love
well,
it.
you will one day because it's just going to die.
No,
I mean,
it'll live
eventually.
forever. It'll be immortal like Vladimir.
That's, I mean, some
Don't
things
take
just,
it through
you know.
P-Berg anymore.
I only go through P-Berg when I'm forced to, when I cannot find my alcoholic beverages of choice closer to home.
You know, you can order on the website.
I know, sometimes I'm just not in the mood to do that, and I need to get out of the house. I have a lot of really good playlists, and sometimes Phillipsburg is far enough away for me to actually get the playlists out of my head.
Can you stop saying it like that? Because
I
that makes
love
it.
it.
It actually makes it sound like a place I want to go see, and I
know
do
what?
not want to go see.
You know what?
He's
I'm
right.
not.
So it's,
He's absolutely.
you're-
He's
you're
absolutely
I'm not
right.
going to
changing
stop saying it like that
I've
because
been
I
there.
feel
He's absolutely right. It does make it like somewhere you want to
mystical.
go, and
Like,
we don't.
Listen,
ooh, it's mysterious.
you're going to
Right.
cross
Let's
over
go
the
there.
bridge. You're going to see your first meth addict wearing Cookie Monster sweatpants, and you're going to be done with the experience.
You know,
Okay.
poor Cookie
Sometimes
Monster.
you just have to
What
live
do you
and
have
learn.
against cookies? It's been all
First off,
day.
if you're an
attack
adult,
against
if you're an adult and you're wearing Sesame Street sweatpants,
Yeah.
you've made a horrible mistake in
Or
your life, and
you're
you need to
severely
reconsider
comfortable.
everything.
So C is
Or
for
you're-
cookie, and it also stands for crack.
yeah.
C is for cookie and
It
crack
also
and
stands
cocaine.
for crack.
Wow.
Cocaine. No, it's
Wow. Poor
Wow.
Cookie Monster.
If you're wearing
Cookie
sweatpants
Monster.
outside of the house and
Yeah.
you're not on your way to the hospital
Have
or
you
a
never
doctor,
worn sweatpants
I
outside
didn't even
the
wear
house?
sweatpants to go to the hospital.
No,
oh,
you
they
didn't.
do over there. Oh, they do.
they wear sweatpants to go to like.
I've seen
Lunch.
cargo.
I
I've seen
put on a dress shirt to go.
Now, mind you, I have run down here to the market in sweatpants.
There's nothing wrong with sweatpants.
Because
I think sweatpants are fine if you're going to the doctor or if you're going to Walmart or if you're making like a really quick trip.
if you're going to Walmart.
Well, at Walmart, I mean,
at Walmart, anything
No.
goes.
not to
That's
be
why they have
whatever,
it
not
on
to be
the
whatever,
site.
but when I walk into Walmart, I'm already winning the genetic lottery. I don't really need
Oh, yes,
to like
you are.
try very
Oh,
hard.
Yes, you are. You're absolutely correct.
So I can walk in there wearing sweatpants because I look way better than everyone else because my butt's actually in my pants. I've mastered the art of dressing myself. I feel very confident and comfortable.
Yes, people at Walmart, take note. Spandex is a privilege, not a right.
If you're
You have
wearing
to earn
flesh-colored spandex, you need to reconsider a lot of your life choices.
Yes.
Very
You also
confusing.
need to think about what you're doing to the general public, because when you're a part of a society, you can't do active harm to that society. And wearing flesh-colored leggings is active harm for most of you Walmart shoppers.
I think she just gained
You
another
just
shade
keep-
for me.
Yeah, she's back
Yeah.
up.
You're right. You
We're gonna give
regained
her a
your
bonus
shade. Yeah.
shade. She's up to 55.
You got a Walmart shade. Good
55
for you.
shades of rebel.
Oh, nice. Well,
These are just some things you can't unsee.
No.
No.
Like if you're
They
looking
post them.
If you're looking at someone and
And
you're
people-
wondering
yeah, I
whether or
know,
not
well,
they're
that's-
naked or they're wearing leggings, they're the wrong audience to be wearing leggings.
it makes you look, though. Right?
But what did you gain from that?
I mean, is that the... I don't own those, so I don't know. Is that...
It is great for your diet because you look at that and you go, yeah, I'm not eating for a while. I just lost my appetite.
I don't like the ones where they have stuff written across their dupa,
The butt.
the butt.
Oh, yeah.
And if it's that,
It's not
Like
a
the-
billboard.
The
It's not
size
a
of the United
billboard.
States is bigger on some people? Is that what you're saying?
well, I'm just saying if it says juicy and thick, I'm thinking cote buff, not your rear end.
Nice.
Ew. Ew. Ew.
You're turning, Malcolm. Stop it. Madman is having another shade.
I think it bears repeating that thick has a weight limit. And if you need to weigh yourself on something that's other than a standard scale that you can purchase for in-home use, you need to reconsider your use of the word thick.
I'm getting to the point where I have to get moved to the zoo to step on the weight the scale.
No, you're
You
not.
need to
you're
reconsider
not.
your
Oh, yeah.
use of the
You're
word thick.
not.
Well, I didn't. Did I say thick?
You did say thick. I mean, I'm a bigger girl, and I'm from JCPenney's Amazon collection. And I
Shout
have
out. Shout out.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah, because that's where I shop.
Hey, Mark.
I just get very frustrated when I look at clothes that are not built for an actual human. It's very frustrating. I'm very tall, and I know that I have to pay more for fabric, but I don't want to put my arms up and have, a midriff on.
Or signal a touchdown.
I don't mind signaling for a touchdown.
She's not
Oh.
signaling for a touchdown as long as the bottom of her shirt doesn't come up over her boobs.
Ah,
Yeah.
Gotcha. I gotcha.
As
I know
long
what
as it's
she's
not a
saying.
top down.
Top
If it
down.
was a flesh-colored top
Oh,
Top down, touchdown, top
top
down.
down,
How does
top
it be a
down.
top up, wouldn't it?
Depends on your perspective.
if they have to tackle me for how I'm dressed, I'm concerned.
Well, you'll always be welcome at Walmart because from what I've seen at that store, there are no standards at all at any point in time.
You think it's all
You know
the
what-
Walmarts or just the one?
No, I know
in
it's all the
MP?
Walmarts actually
It's all
because
of
I've gone to other
No.
Walmarts and you know what? It's really, I walk in there and the second that I walk in there, I see my first pair of either flesh colored or camo colored leggings. And I'm like, well, the camo's not working. I can see you. And I walk right out.
Nice.
It's every Walmart. There's something about Walmart's
No.
target demographic that is just
I go to Walmart.
unsavory.
I'm just saying.
But
I'm not allowed
but
in now.
you know what? I used to say that too. But there are two of them that I was just to one of them this past weekend when I was out in Western PA in Altoona visiting family, and both of them out there. I mean, you'll see guys in camo and stuff like that.
Well, then it's not working.
Well, that's because they're all hunters
They're
out
all
there.
hunters out there.
That's what they wear. But you won't see any of the sloppy, just questionable the stuff that we were talking about just that we see. You don't see spandex out there. You don't see 10
No.
pounds of crap in a 5-pound bag spandex people out there.
I mean, I'm comfortable, like,
You don't. So it's not all Walmart. All Walmarts. No, it absolutely is not.
if you're wearing camo for hunting or for comfort, I understand that. There are some things that really question my faith in humanity that they don't own mirrors.
I think perhaps it's better for everyone that they don't own mirrors. I've looked at some people and I thought to myself, would a mirror genuinely improve the way in which they decide to let the world gaze upon them? And the answer was no.
You're forgetting the whole movement of who cares what you think, or not you personally, but I mean everybody. Nobody cares what people think anymore.
I think that's honestly just
So-
a cop-out and an excuse for
No,
people to
I
drop
don't care what people
standards
think
of
anymore.
decency.
There's part of me that agrees with that. I don't think it's a completely true statement for everybody. It's not as a blanket statement, but yes, there's
There's a lot of people that
believe
just
there are a lot of people that are
don't.
like that.
That say that or don't say that.
No, or what she said.
Oh.
They,
See, in my
they use that
opinion-
as an excuse to
Right.
just like not even try.
Gotcha.
Yeah. In my opinion, when you're a part of a society and you're benefiting from that society, you need to give back in that society. And you give back to that society in a variety of ways. For example, using turn signals. That's a way. A lot of people don't do that. Dressing appropriately for public so people don't have to see things that cannot be
That's
unseen
not their
from you.
fault. Apparently, some cars weren't equipped with them.
They are.
At least I swear that they're not, because
If you ask those individuals while holding your trunk axe if their cars have turn signals,
They
the
say yes.
answer is unanimously yes, according to sources that'll remain unnamed.
It usually happens when I'm passing through the.
But no, I think you're right. Some people just use it as an excuse to not even bother.
What it really is it's a collective societal laziness where everyone thinks, oh, well, it doesn't matter. No one else is in charge of me, which is true. No one else
That
is in
is
charge
true.
of you. That's 110% correct.
But you're in charge of
But
you, and
should
you should
care
want to
enough about
right.
yourself and your family and how you are representing
Absolutely.
both when you are out in public. When you're at home, walk around. Wear no pants. I do. I don't wear pants in my house. I pay for the whole house. I'm not wearing pants in the whole house.
56.
Yeah,
56. Or 56.
Yeah,
56.
but I'm the same way. Yeah,
You guys,
I'm not
I'm
paying
glad you're
for a
both
house
wearing
to
pants
wear-
now.
I'm not paying for a house to
Petey
wear
will
pants
tell you
in it.
there are several times I just close the blinds. I'm like, the heck with this.
No, that's what blinds are for.
That's right.
My cats don't care. I don't care.
Okay.
We used
But
to
out-
dress when we went out.
You know what I miss? I miss the days when people used to put on a little something nice extra just to get on a plane and fly somewhere.
Yes.
Flying,
still do that.
Flying meant, you dressed up because you wanted to, it was
Your travel
something
clothes.
special,
Yes,
right? So
we
you had
travel
nice
clothes.
travel clothes.
So
and
the thing is
I
that
still do it, but
I do that as well because there are comfortable yet chic travel clothes. I look
Absolutely.
very nice when I travel because when I travel, it's always for work. When I'm touching down, I'm immediately going in an Uber to a client meeting or to a meeting with a coworker or something, and I want to look kept and I want to look well put together. There is a way to be very comfortable yet chic when you're traveling. I do not ascribe to wearing fluffy indoor-only slippers outside
what is that? Yeah.
where all the germs are.
Yep. And
Where
flip-flops
dogs
and
go
stuff
on
like that.
the-
Now,
on the
mind you,
sidewalk?
I know that with TSA, it's a pain in the butt because you got to always take your shoe.
I can understand it if they have
understand
indoor
that.
flip-flops and outdoor flip-flops. I actually talked to the doctor about this a couple of years ago. I wore my outdoor flip-flops to your place of business.
Where? Which one?
The restaurant that you had worked at, that you were the manager of.
That could be so many.
I know. I'm
The
keeping
one
it
where
vague
your friend
intentionally.
BJ worked.
BJ at the Louvre.
Shout out to you, BJ.
I didn't,
Yeah,
I didn't
BJ.
go there. I was just saying.
BJ is
57.
BJ. Well, you'll be 58 if you meet BJ. BJ
Wow.
is.
I don't want to know him that well.
Super interested in coming on the show. Just saying, he's going to be on the show. Just saying.
Looking forward to it. Is that
BJ.
going to be one where we're all here?
I
Please,
hope
yes.
so. I hope so. I hope so.
On this board, I have room for one more mic
That's
if we needed
perfect.
to.
Perfect.
But I like to get back to what we were talking about. I have inside flip-flops, which is my house shoes. And then I have shoes that are nicer from when I go outside that are flip-flops. They're seasonal, they're appropriate, they're casual, but they still look nice. I look put together. Like I don't look like somebody who just rolled out of a dumpster.
Yeah.
And I think that's
Or a
almost
meth
like
clinic.
Yeah, either or, same
Or
thing really.
Walmart.
Yeah.
Or a Walmart, yeah.
In Peaburg.
In Peterborough.
Oh yeah.
Peterborough. Got to really emphasize the P's so that way when they get there and they smell it outside, it's not a surprise. We want to make sure no one's left
It's
unguarded.
a clever nickname, isn't it?
Peterborough.
It's actually Phillipsburg, but P-Burg does seem to fit.
Yeah.
Depending
I've
on
always
where
called
you
it
go.
P-Burg.
Me too.
Everybody does.
I smelled something wrong the first time I went in there. I rolled up the windows and decided that's it. Peterborough.
All right. Well, don't go there anymore. Okay.
I try not to.
All right. Get your alcohol somewhere else. We need a liquor
I drive
sponsor.
up to the hill.
Yeah. All right,
Bada bing,
that's
bada boom. Problem solved. I go home. I get something to drink. I get some cookies, and I'm happy. I get to torture you with
I told
pictures.
you. Cookies.
I get to torture you with some pictures. I get to do my happy dance as I'm stuffing my pockets with candy. It's good.
I bought new strawberries for you.
I'm so excited because I'm out of the ones I hoarded in my purse.
These two are out of control. I don't know if you've noticed that.
Oh, I noticed that about half an
Pez
hour
brought
ago.
out Star Wars Pez dispensers. They brought them back. I got a Stormtrooper.
Are they reissuing the old ones, or are these all just new ones?
They
like,
feel cheaper, but
everything's cheaper.
So,
Yeah.
Everything's
speaking of
cheaper.
Pez, did you guys
I
see
wonder if they're
that?
going to do like stuff from the Mandalorian. If they're going to have like a Mandalorian.
Ooh,
Pez
I did
dispenser.
not see the Mandalorian. I saw Darth Vader. They were out
Classic.
of,
Sold.
which I was mad.
Sold.
They didn't have any. I was going to get you one.
Yep. Thanks. I want two.
I wanted a
One for each hand.
Stormtrooper. They had Chewbacca, and I didn't see anything else.
Did you guys see that Pez hack? It was supposedly a hack on one of these social media sites where instead of loading the Pez dispenser one by one like a Glock, you actually just take the whole thing and you shove it in the Pez and just go ba ba ba.
Oh yeah,
Shoots out the candies?
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to load it.
That's always been that. Yeah.
I've been doing it one by one like an idiot for my entire life.
No, you take
Idiot.
the outer wrap off.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you undo the foil, but you keep it wrapped around, push it up in, and then pull the foil back out
Yes.
from around
Yeah.
it. And that's the way I've been doing it ever since. I was taught that early on.
I don't eat Pez that often, and maybe that's the reason why.
Because it's a pain in the butt to
Well,
do
it's
it.
also
really,
not that
but-
enjoyable of a candy.
Oh,
When I think of candies,
I like it. I like it.
them.
It's
I like
subtly
crunchy
sweet. It's not
candies.
too sweet. It's like subtly sweet, and that's one of the things I like about it.
I do like crunchy candies, but I don't know. Pez was never anything special to me. When I thought of things that I could put in my mouth, Pez does not rank very high.
58. Yeah. Yeah. I wish everyone could have saw Madman shoot that
He's
look,
matching the on-air light.
that lightning.
We have broken Madmen temporarily.
I think he's down. This is a service announcement.
So much trouble.
You know what? He might actually gain a shade on that one too. This is a good job by you.
While I can't make myself better, I can make all of us worse.
You true that.
When there is a rebel will, there is a rebel way.
Oh, that was a couple ways. I'm surprised you picked up on that.
Okay.
Madman.
I just threw that out there real casual
Yeah,
too, and I was
did.
like
Oh, no, I
waiting.
can't.
He had a
Oh,
catcher
you have
mitt.
to wait along with my mind. It's
Catcher
so
mitt.
far in
Heyo.
there. But,
2 hands.
but there's another word, candy.
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 In my mind, for some reason, and again, this is
Scary
my mind
place.
doesn't.
Scary place.
Truly, it is.
Yeah.
And I know I don't always think about things the way other people did, and even as a kid, I didn't. The word candy to me is not chocolate. Chocolate is chocolate. It's its own thing.
Yeah, chocolate is separate.
Candy is any type of hard candy or chewy candy or something like, a sweet.
And it's not the same as confections.
No, it's not
No,
the same as
confections
confections.
is separate. Confections
Yes.
and chocolate and
Candy is like the what they call the star mints, the peppermints.
Yeah, the
and
hard
Yeah.
candy.
The hard candy, and so to me, candy at Christmas time was the ribbon. Remember the ribbon candy?
yeah.
Those are so hard to make.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I've tried.
stuff like that. That's candy, or those little raspberry candies that had like the soft
gooey
stuff
center.
in
I get the
center.
strawberry
Yeah,
ones
or the
for the kids.
strawberry
Oh,
ones, right?
yes.
Both of them. Yeah, that's candy to me.
Right.
If it's made out of chocolate, it's chocolate, but
Yeah.
but that's its own thing. Chocolates to me is the chocolate version of candies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Candy chocolate.
Go to a
Chocolates-
chocolate store. I expect chocolates, different types of it. But a candy store to me is like everything else. But again, that's just the way I think.
Well, chocolates are very different here in the United States
Oh,
because
truly.
they're only 10% chocolate.
Right.
So I like going to confectionery shops because they will have the better grade of cocoa in them. And I don't like real sweet chocolate. I like,
I like it all.
I like it dark.
I like it all.
That's the way
Heyo.
I like the sweet. I like the bittersweet stuff with more cacao in it. Yeah, I like that.
I love that.
With more what in it?
cacao.
Cacao.
Oh, cacao.
Cacao.
Yeah, it's cacao.
Are we teaching you a new word today?
No, I know cacao.
You know, we're only
I
an
don't
hour
believe
and 10 minutes from Hershey. We're going to have to take
I
him there. And
was
teach
just
him
there.
about-
We
not too
should
long
do an
ago.
episode of
At
us
Hershey?
and Hershey. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
I
That's a
have
great
never been
idea.
to Hershey.
What?
I could
have
make
never
that
been to
happen.
Oh my God,
Snorky
chocolate
class
land?
trips.
Oh my
But,
God.
yeah.
Snorky class
Never been
trips.
there.
I love it.
That's a good idea. We'll have to do on location.
Yeah.
Here in Chocolate, the happiest place in Chocolate Land.
It can
No,
be done.
happy is Dolce Pastori for me,
Wow.
not Hershey.
It's good stuff. You're gonna like it there. I'm telling
Well.
you. They have a zoo. Want to go to the
Wait,
zoo?
do
I
they
live in a
really have a
zoo.
zoo?
Yeah, they have a zoo.
I
Yeah,
love
Hershey has
that.
a zoo.
I didn't know they had a
Hershey.
zoo.
Yep.
I'll go anywhere for a zoo.
I'm not a big zoo person. I never was, even as a kid. No.
I like zoos with a purpose. So I personally am very, like, one of my big things is environmental conservation and animal conservation. I really do pay attention to that kind of stuff, and I do try to live in a way that's, environmentally somewhat friendly.
And that's fine. I have no problem with that. As long as you're not a total
No. Like, that's choices I'm making about my life. I'm never going to push that on anyone else. I'm never going to, force anyone else to adhere to that, except for my child, who doesn't count because he's a freeloader. No money, no opinion.
Easy up on my bot.
Gotcha.
But
So you enjoy a good zoo, is what
I
you're
like
saying.
zoos that have some conservation element to it. So if by going to the zoo, if by visiting the zoo, that money goes towards not only those animals that are at that zoo, but also towards conserving the environments in which those animals are naturally found, that I'm a really big fan of. That I really like.
Oh, that's good. And that's why it's good that we have two sponsors that donate to charities just like
Yes.
that. So
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
super shout out to Pendulum, shout out to Legacy Coffee.
Yeah, absolutely. Makes me very happy to work with both of them.
I do like that too. Yeah, I'm all for the animals and everything like that. Zoos just never.
Madman,
I love an aquarium.
You ever
but
club a
zoo-
seal? You ever club a seal? Fun. I'm telling you, it'll change your mind.
You're never allowed to return them once the seal's broken.
Right.
No. Well played. Well
I
played.
like really nice
And once
zoos.
the lights comes on, you shouldn't be with the seal anyway.
Ooh, no, that's one shade of kitty.
Ooh.
Oh, jeez.
I like good zoos, and I am a really big fan of aquariums. In fact, there's one, I think the most local aquarium that I am really the fondest of is actually found in Camden, New Jersey, which, if you didn't know, is the type of place where you should wear
We should never go.
a Kevlar vest
Yeah.
Kevlar vest.
And a
while
tank.
going into.
And take a tank with you.
You should consider driving in a tank.
Yeah.
If your car does lock its doors upon putting the key in the ignition, you should double lock them just to make sure.
Yeah. The aquarium there's nice.
It really
The
is.
surrounding area.
I've
Baltimore
never been
also
to
has
a
that,
nice
but
aquarium.
That's the one that I like. I
Baltimore's
love Baltimore.
fantastic.
And yet, Baltimore,
Yeah, I love Baltimore.
sewer.
Now,
Actually, no. Baltimore has some very
Inner
nice
Harbor
areas.
is nice.
Yes.
Inner Harbor
yes.
is very nice.
I'm
Problem is you
actually
have to
taking-
drive through the rest of
Through
Baltimore,
Baltimore,
to get into
right.
it anymore.
That's like
and
driving through
So
7.
you may or may not make it.
I
right.
respectfully disagree. So, one of the things I'm doing with my child is I'm taking him down to Baltimore via the Amtrak. I'm a big fan of public transportation. I believe that
Oh, I
more
like
people should use
trains.
to.
Yeah, trains are
Trains,
fun.
it's Amtrak. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's not even just a train. Although I would be thrilled with one of those old-fashioned trains. I do look for those. I love
Stroudsburg.
those.
Yep.
Yes. Oh, and Jim Thorpe as well.
Oh, yeah.
With some guy like some fat guy in a vest with a pocket watch.
That's
yeah,
all. Like,
a
as soon as I
conductor,
see
that'd be
that,
me.
everything feels right in the world. But I'm taking him down to Baltimore via the Amtrak, and there's where it's actually letting us out. It's actually a semi-decent area. Baltimore's done a lot in the last couple of years to really make their area safe and visitor friendly.
Yeah, but
And I
it's,
like
a
to-
lot of that's been wiped out in the last 10 months.
Yeah.
They're doing the best they can. I like to give credit where credit is due. I like to acknowledge hard work when it's been done.
Taking the train might be safer. I mean, if you're
might be.
driving, it's like driving through 4 hours
No.
of Pittsburgh.
Yes.
Just saying.
I disagree. I would rather drive through Baltimore than Peaburg. And I have done both.
Wow.
I've done both.
But anyway, Inner Harbor, love it.
Yeah, great
Beautiful.
place. Great place.
Fantastic
Always did.
food, amazing
Always
things to
did.
see, great vibe.
Yes.
Every time I've ever been in Marlboro, and you know what? Every time I've ever actually been in Boston, I've always had a very pleasant time. I really enjoy
I
the
I
hate
was
people.
only ever there once.
How do you dislike Boston?
It's terrible to drive through, that's for sure. Because
Really?
we had to.
I hate the people.
But
hate the accent. Hate everything about it.
I get along very well in Boston.
Does get on the
annoying.
nerves. It's not one of the prettier accents we have.
It's annoying.
I actually find I like the Jersey accent and the Brooklyn accent and stuff like that over the Boston accent. That New England accent is annoying.
It's too much.
Can you say R? Ah. Yeah, close enough. That's as close as you're ever going to get.
Khakis.
What?
Am I saying khakis or am I saying car keys? Khakis.
Khakis. Khakis. I thought you wear them. You know, they're pants, aren't
You
they?
can wear your khakis in your pocket.
I almost added another level to it, but I didn't.
I'm glad
I took it back.
Hey.
I took it back.
I think I should get 2 levels, and here's why. I can mimic different accents while dressed as a librarian.
Ooh, good point.
She's got a good point.
Thank you.
Okay, 60.
Thank you.
We're the 60.
9 more to go.
Yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom, ladies and gentlemen.
You're running out of time. I don't
like
think
a
you're going to make
sneeze.
it.
Actually, with that, we're just over an hour.
Yeah.
An
All
hour
right.
and 30 seconds.
Until next time, then, I guess. You'll have to wait for the other 9, folks.
Where
Better tune
next
in.
time it'll be 9 Shades of Rebel. Be afraid. Good
Be
Lord.
very afraid.
Wear proper protective gear.
Yeah. Jeez.
PPE is essential.
Well, this was fun there. Learning all about 50, almost 50 shades.
59.
Oh, 59.
And
59.
we actually had a topic that we kind of wanted to hit on, but
We didn't get there.
But it was one of those we were wondering if it might be a little bit too heavy right
Yeah.
now with everything going on.
I'm happy.
So I think it's just as well that we sort of just went on some tangents and just kind of
I
had
agree.
some fun. I think we need that right now with everything going on.
I agree. I think we needed to provide levity into the world, and I think we did a good job of
And
that.
we did indeed.
Yeah.
We probably got a couple male interests for the Rebel at the same time. Maybe some new.
Maybe someday we'll have to take some headshots for the show or something like that.
I
some
agree.
Pictures.
I'm all for that.
You would be 9 shades away.
Listen,
She
don't
would
threaten me
be.
with a good headshot.
Yeah, see? And on that,
wow.
we will.
I couldn't resist.
She was
That
only
too
8
good.
away. She was only 8 away.
8.
8.
All right, folks.
Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening to the PSNORKIS podcast. We'll see you again next week. Do another one. Have some fun. Go out there. Be safe. Be kind. Try to do something good and nice for somebody.
Spread the love, my darlings.
Yep. And if somebody does unto you, then, well, you can get them back. I don't care.
Make sure nobody's looking.
Good day.